Hi guys, this is an important session which we are recording here. Basically, what is a Devin AI? It is basically a first AI software engineer, correct? So everybody has that question. सबको एक question है basically, is this AI replacing to a software engineer? So the answer is at some certain point you can think like yes, this AI is much more powerful rather than to ChatGPT. It is the one more level up for ChatGPT here. So in ChatGPT, if you will see, right, you can just open a ChatGPT and then you can find out some kind of a code base and everything, correct? So ChatGPT, login, right? So you here you can come up and directly give a task and you can get the code base and everything here, right? So you can say, let's say, give me a sample code for Angular app, login app. Okay. So it can give some sample code here, right? But you need to copy and paste in the same way. You can also use basically this kind of a concept using a Copilot, GitHub Copilot. You can also use the AWS, what we can say, Code Whisper. You can also use GCP, one more service, I guess, Dual AI, correct? So like this, you can get this code and you can copy and paste and you can try and you can use it. But this Devin AI is much more powerful as compared to ChatGPT, right? So what it can just do, you can also see that basically a cognition AI, and you can just see what these people are saying it here.
Hey, I'm Scott from Cognition AI, and today I'm really excited to introduce you to Devin, the first AI
Software
engineer.
engineer.
Let me show you an example of Devin in action.
So you can give a task, right?
On a couple different API providers. From now on, Devin is in the driver's seat.
It can generate the code.
First, Devin makes a step-by-step plan of how to tackle the problem.
Correct. So this is
After
one
that,
of that
project
feature you can try and explore it, right? I'm not going
Devin
to
has its own command.
particularly write and each and every demonstrate here, or basically this video can give it to you much more details, but you can see the capabilities here, correct? What this particularly AI can do, concept and the development, right? So how it can help it to you, right? Complex task management, ability to manage and execute a complex software engineering task. Okay. So it can help it to you for developer tool integration, inbuilt code editor and sales. So that is, we already have it through a GitHub Copilot. You can use AWS Code Whisper, right? GCP, Dual AI, something like that. Sandbox compute environment here. Within the sandbox compute environment, right? Ensure safe and secure execution of a task. But you can it also use for end-to-end app building here. This is a very important task and it is a very important factor here. So Devin AI demonstrates remarkable proficient in building application from the scratch. It can help it to you for building complete end-to-end, right? The entire application, entire development lifecycle, it can manage from the design to final implementations. So this is a very important factor here, which is basically we got it, correct? Then deployment of platform like Netlify. So beyond the Devin is adopt deploying the application, and you can autonomously deploy apps on platform like Netlify, ensuring seamless transition from development to live environment. So it is also later you will see there is a complete deployment on any other, particularly on cloud like AWS, GCP, and other places. Once they will enhance that features for complete deployment on some of the clouds also. So that is you can expect in the future. Autonomous code debugging. So it is also extend to ability to autonomously detect and fix the bug into a code here. Correct. So it can scrutinize code base, identifying the errors and implementing fixes, thus enhancing code quality and reliability here. Correct. And also it is helping it for contributing an open source project. It's a very important, it is a much more level up where generally very expert people are generally contributing into an open source project. Maybe if you can talk about Apache, maybe if you talk about any other open source framework or open source project here, which is you are using right now. So it is also handling the issues and basically feature requests and helping it for development purpose here. So if this will go to an open source project contribution, it will really impacting to so many people into a software developer jobs, software developers performance, and many such other things here. Correct. So this is basically a very important fact here. And if you wanted to go, you can just come into this place here, what we can call as introducing here. You can also see the demo here, right? So if you'll say, run my GitHub repo here, right? So for that, we need to request an access, but you can try from here, debug and fix the code base. You can also try from here. So you need to request the access and then you can try it, right? Set it up LLM inside a Docker container, right? So that is also you can just use it, right? And in this way, from this side, you can try multiple other things from this preview. And then just like a ChatGPT, you can particularly do some different tasks and it can help it to you. Correct. So coming back to the previous point here, you can again come back here and you can see how this Devin AI works here, right? So how it is using, you can just go through that particularly one more sample videos, how you can use the prompt engineering here, giving some instructions, and later you can build it and you can process it.
So that it can meet up and learn how to plug into each of these APIs. Here, Devin runs into an unexpected error. Devin actually decides to add a debugging print statement. Reruns the code with the debugging print statement, and then uses the error in the logs to figure out how to fix the bug. Finally, Devin decides to build and deploy a website with full styling as the visualization. You can see the website here. All of this is possible today because of the advancements that we've made in both reasoning and long-term planning. It's a really hard problem, and we've only just started, but we're super excited about the progress that we've made so far. In the meantime, if you'd like to try out Devin on your own real-world tasks, send us a request below, and we'd be happy to forward it to Devin.
So this way you can come up here and you can access here. You can request an access, just give your LinkedIn profile or something like that. You can use for code development. What is the purpose you are using? Give an email and you can basically get that Devin AI request access and you can try and explore it, right? And you can use the prompt engineering basically based on your requirement and other things. And you can use, it's a very powerful tool as I already demonstrated it here. You can use it particularly for code development, end-to-end code development, right? Task management, deployment. Majorly, we are focusing as a developer for these 2 points, end-to-end app building and deployment on the platform like an Etify or any other things like that, how you can deploy and you can use it. Also, it is basically for debugging. It can generate a test cases and it can also test your application. End-to-end test execution also it can create and it can generate it. Also, it can help it to you for contributing an open source project. That is also, it's a very important point, right? So these are 4 points are basically very important here. As of now, I have also requested here, I will give that one more demo, particularly for how you can use a Devin AI for code development and also for deployment. So this is a very important point here. Correct. So you can request an access and try and explore it, how this particular tool is really changing the entire software development and also for automated task. So this is what I can say. If you like this video, you can follow us. Next video, we will demonstrate how you can use Devin AI for your code development, end-to-end site building, and also for complete deployment process here. Thank you very much.